Hello, I'm Jay Haley from Palmore Institute, and this video is for our Art and Society class. Now, if you've been taking the class and are wondering about our plan for the future once we've reopened, we'll just continue the lessons from where we finished last time. So with this class, you won't be missing anything. With that in mind, in this series of videos, I thought I would go back and start from the beginning of the book and cover a few things that we didn't have as much time to cover. Also, if you're new to the class, this will give you a good chance to catch up on some of the things we did. So we'll just be starting from chapter 1. If you've already done chapter 1, stick with this. You'll be learning some new things and having a chance to practice your English. So, chapter 1, it deals with an artwork. The artist is Ai Weiwei from China, and the title of the artwork is Sunflower Seeds. It was installed in London's Tate Modern in 2010. The medium is ceramics. One thing about it, it's absolutely huge. Ai Weiwei made use of over 100 million handmade, hand-painted porcelain sunflower seeds. Okay. The installation covers 100 meters, and you'll probably see in this picture, people were actually able to walk on it, at least when it first opened, although they did put a stop to that pretty quickly after it began. Also, if you take all the porcelain seeds together, they weigh 100 tons. Huge installation. What I'd ask you to do if you want to see it or get a better look at it, go online, look for Ai Weiwei sunflower seeds. You'll be able to find some images and some more details about it. But you'll notice on the first page of the text, on the first page of the unit, there's a section at the bottom of the page called Art, Terms, and Concepts. And on this page, they introduce some very good vocabulary terminology for talking about art. Since we're talking about art, here's a good place to start. Okay, so let's take a look at a few of the words. The first one I want to talk about is ceramics. The good definition of ceramics that they give right in the book. It is any object that is made from clay or other non-metallic materials that have been heated and then cooled. Okay, so ceramics is a very broad term. It can be made out of clay or something else. It can't be metallic. Okay, heat it up, cool it down, it will be a ceramic. Okay. The second meaning of ceramics also is that it's the word we use to talk about the art for making these kinds of things. Secondly, pottery. Now, pottery is ceramics that are made only from clay. So if you're using only clay in your ceramics, you have pottery. And third on this confusing list, porcelain, or sometimes known as China. China spelled with a small c, not like the country. It is a very fine and delicate type of ceramic that originally came from China, big C. And finally, from this list of art terms and concepts, there is this word kiln. The kiln it's the oven. It's the oven they use to bake the ceramics. Extremely hot. In this picture, looks like a rather large and probably old kiln. So those are some terms about art that will help you to discuss or write about what we're going to see. Okay. Second thing I'd like to look at is just some extra vocabulary that came from the reading passage. Okay. The reading passage appears on the third page of the unit, and there's a few words that are not highlighted that we often don't have that much time to talk about during class, but I'd like to give you some information about at least 3 of these. So first, you'll see is the one at odds. You'll see this right in line 1. And if two things are at odds with each other, it means that they are in some ways kind of a rival of each other. They combat against each other. You might have one but not the other. You just can't put them together. Okay, good example sentence. My desire to save money and my desire to take a vacation are at odds. Okay, I can either save money or I can go on vacation, but they're kind of rivals against each other. I can't do both very well. The next word, exquisite. This is all the way down in line 29. If something is exquisite, it just means it's of the highest quality, the greatest quality or value. Okay. The example sentence says, this is an exquisite piece of 18th century china. Moving on, the last word I'll highlight out of this reading is the word sheer. And it's a hard one to define simply, but one way you might think of it is meaning pure, or it is impressive in one particular quality. So some examples are, you might say, the sheer volume of information on the internet. So the pure amount of crazy volume of information that's available online. Okay. The second one, the sheer cost of starting a car company. The sheer cost makes it almost impossible. Okay. And a final example, the sheer boredom of being stuck in your house for days and days. Some of you might be familiar with this feeling now as we're going through the coronavirus outbreak. You might be at home and you might feeling some sheer boredom. So I hope these videos can help alleviate some of that boredom. Check out some of our other videos online, even if you're not taking that particular class, and hopefully that'll help the boredom go away just a little bit. Okay, finally, I'd like to close by giving you an activity. I'm going to avoid calling it homework, but you know, it's kind of homework. Anyway, here's what the activity is. I'd like you to write a paragraph. First, if you are new to the class and you haven't written about sunflower seeds yet, you can try the top activity. Write a paragraph describing your reaction to Ai Weiwei's sunflower seeds. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you understand it? Do you wonder about it? What does it mean? Write a paragraph telling your feelings. Okay. Second idea, if you've already been in the class, you've already done this unit, go online. Do a little research. Find another work of art by Ai Weiwei. He's a very prolific artist, many works of art he's created. And write a paragraph describing it. Now, if you've been in the class, you'll know what to do. Focus on painting a picture, describing what it looks like to someone who can't see it. Okay, I'll read your paragraph. Then after that, I'll go check out what it looks like. And if I can understand what it looks like before I see it, you wrote a good paragraph. Okay, that's about all for this video. Thank you very much. You can email me your answers, and everybody stay safe, and I hope to see you all again very soon. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.